Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel, and today we're on season 5 episode 19 of Angel, and the last one was wild. It explored the whole Connor and hidden memories shenanigans. Yeah, I can't wait to see how Wesley and Angel in particular leave off from that. Also, Gunn still being tortured in that limbo place, and Illyria still finding her feet on Earth and in Fred's body. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's to come. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and watch some great TV together. Here we go.
What did I do?
Well, this is new. Interesting. Okay. Hold on a minute.
Fred, you look terrible.
I mean, she doesn't.
Can't leave this
So
dimension.
Illyria's saving Gunn. Puts it on him. Genius. Why didn't I think of that? Because I'm dumb.
Discussing Gunn, I explained his situation and our inability to get him out.
So she's just, what, helping you out? She's your little helper. Wes, do you have any idea why she's doing all this for you?
Does it matter? She may be able to get him out.
Wait, are they not going to discuss last episode?
The ego of a god.
She was ruler of the world after all, sort of thing goes to one's head.
She's still here because this place reeks of influence. She had everything, Wes.
He's had a haircut. Looks better. I like it. He's looking more like Booth now.
Gun.
Illyria.
This thing,
Let him go.
it's important to you, worth beyond price.
A great debt. You're talking of the debt, aren't you? Of what we owe you.
He knows how to discuss things with her. He gets her better than anyone else does at this point because he's spent the most time with her. The way that they still show Fred, though, kills me. Where's your suit? Doesn't want to be a part of Wolfram and Hart now, does he? I mean, that's what I'm reading. I might be reading too much into it.
Hey,
This has got to be weird. Gunn, sorry for stabbing you. Welcome back.
I stabbed you. I should apologize for that, but I'm honestly not sure how. I think it'll just be awkward.
good call.
Fair, yeah, fair. Also, does Gunn remember everything now? I'm sure he
Don't
does.
know if I'd accept it. Besides, I just got my heart cut out of my chest every day for 2 weeks straight. Kind of over it.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. Compass, maybe?
His eyes are beautiful.
This place just went Poseidon on my ass. I don't know which way is up.
Everything is a bit odd.
He's being so weird. Is it just the lack of sleep? He's like a crazed scientist.
Adjustment.
Two things. To myself. To Illyria.
He always says her name with like such love, like an adoration, do you not think?
Look at her without seeing.
Oh. Well. There we go.
Her body's previous owner. We look so tiny to her.
But you got her on a leash or something, right?
No. She still thinks she's the god king of the universe.
So she's like a TV star.
Nothing that bad. Bit more violent, though.
This shell, you had affection for it.
Love the bird.
Yet you strike at her form without sentiment.
You ain't her.
You are adapting. Adaptation is compromise.
It's called learning.
Illyria was all they needed to know.
Then came the internet.
Even those with the mightiest hordes are paupers.
The one who dies with the most toys wins, eh?
To never die and to conquer all, that is winning.
Holy Jesus. She's insane.
Now that's cheating.
Was Angel just watching all this unfold?
Talk to you for a minute.
To watch him get his ass beat?
I have to stop these sessions. We're not testing her, Spike. She's testing us.
Got a wind it at least, didn't I? Reckon you'll think twice next time.
What was that, and why did it sound like Fred?
Hey, shoulder to the wheel already, huh?
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Angel wants me to start tailing Illyria.
Have you talked to Wes?
I wouldn't exactly call it talking.
Yeah, I was just in his office. I mean,
Oh, God, don't go in there. He keeps his full strength crazy.
yeah, I caught a whiff of that.
It's like he's two different people.
I was gonna say that.
Mark, we're gonna meet in my office now.
The upshot is you don't like Babe the Blue Ox in your house and you want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Illyria infected Fred. There's no more malice than a viral phage.
Look, Wes, I know you're bonding with her, but
Are we just not talking about the memories?
But what about the apocalypse?
Evil just hasn't told anyone about it yet, which is probably why they're winning.
We're apparently on the wrong side.
So what's that mean for us?
Tell us how we fight an invisible war. I don't even know who we're fighting, and we're still the partner's #1 earner.
Not anymore.
This guy.
Illyria destroyed 11 torture units before she found your man, 8 beautifully maintained lawns. In the meantime, the partners have a small task they'd like you to oversee.
This is our chance to get into a bit of grace with the head office. I have to say, it's not my priority.
Still like him better than Eve.
Do you, though? I guess she was more sneaky, weren't she? So at least he's up front with his douchery.
You're my guide.
Apparently.
You're more than that. You're my betrayer.
I don't like the sound of this.
Orlan, you meant to change the past, to rewrite your history and the history of this body.
And instead, I brought back more painful memories.
Them
I wanted to bring back Fred.
and destroy me.
Does it sting you, my betrayal?
No, I'm only bothered because I'm bothered.
That sounds very close to you.
Yeah, it does.
You met him before today?
Came down to my basement for a visit while I was getting carved. Offered to get me out. Turned him down. Not into making deals. Not anymore.
I'm here about the Demon Pact. They said that they had these seer people who told them that my baby was some kind of holy one.
Oh god, this reminds me of Supernatural.
As our client, we have to advise you to...
She's not your client. We are.
Me if I'm out in the sun for like 2 seconds. Completely dry up and burn. Turn to stone. Dust.
You don't look altogether well.
Illyria! Wes, do it now.
Got a wind it at least, didn't I? Reckon you'll think twice next time.
Defo.
Illyria?
Did she just see a bit of the future and the past?
Tried to murder me.
I don't want you dead.
I saw it.
Bluebird is in flight.
Of all the people to follow her, it's a big green lawn.
Can I go ahead and grab you anything to drink? Coffee, tea?
Moisturizer.
I'm sure he's in there, you know, getting into her head, sowing the seeds of fear. He will snap her like a pregnant twig.
We'll try an organic cola.
Great pick. Well done.
Sure you want to do this?
Yeah, because it's not too late, Amanda.
Aren't you the guys that are supposed to tell me to do it?
Oh, we are.
I know it sounds bad giving up your unborn baby to a supernatural cult, but
Sorry.
their entire nation believes my child is their next Dalai Lama. He'll be cared for better than we could ever.
Are you okay?
We can't afford this baby. We're scraping by on food stamps and disability. They say they can make him whole again. Make him remember who I am.
I mean, Angel can relate. Does Gunn have the memories, or did that not work on him because he was in that place getting tortured?
You know what the worst part of that place was? It was the fake life they gave you upstairs. There was the nagging certainty that it was all lies. Is that all we're doing here? Just hiding the horror?
I need you to get through this.
The brethren have finished their colas, Angel, and the sugar high isn't making them any less.
Send them in, Harmony.
There they go again, like linking reality so well into the fictional story.
Do you have a specific need, Mr. Hamilton?
I was just wondering if anything turned up on Illyria. We have our concerns about her too, you know?
Oh, you do? Do you?
And yet you seem to be the closest thing she has to a friend.
If you knew her, you'd realize the absurdity of that statement.
Well, the partners know her, Wesley.
What?
They go way back. They don't want her here, but they consider this to be your problem, so have a nice fight. You might want to try taking a look at the low emanation scanner readouts.
Or was he just planting a seed there? We can't trust his words completely at this point.
Secret Demon's cover is blown. Hey, Larry, when did you catch on?
Leary.
Amanda. So, how's our little oven bun? Still kicking up a storm? How are you taking the black cohosh we sent?
Lovely.
Well, why do I love these guys?
There you are, Amanda.
Wait a minute. Gordabach? And on the eve of his 13th year, he will be prepared for the rites of Gordabach. It's a ritual sacrament.
Whose lawyer are you?
You will speak to me.
In the middle of something.
Then I will end it.
Well, do you copy ever? Over. Oh, I'll just wait here then.
Hold on.
You don't interrupt our work. You understand me?
Oh, careful, Angel.
To do anything but bow to my will is absurd, yet you conspire.
We haven't done anything to you.
Jealous.
Yeah, that's great. Listen, I got things.
Ridiculous. What have you done to me?
Get your damn hands off me.
You don't know. Not yet. It's too early.
Yeah, so she knows now that it is the future that she's looking at.
Oh, that's mature.
Illyria's blown all her gaskets, man. She's out of her mind.
Fun.
She thinks I'm trying to kill her.
Aren't you? She is unstable. Overloading, to be more accurate. It's as if the human part of her can no longer contain the demonic power within. She's going to self-destruct.
Uh-oh.
This is a Mutari generator. It creates a pinhole to an infinite extra-dimensional space.
Wes, will it kill her?
Yes.
Right, so he's willing to kill her now.
So what sort of damage are we looking at if Illyria Chernobyls on us?
Conservative guess, several city blocks.
What about unconservative?
I keep meaning to watch that show as well, Chernobyl.
Well, that's the problem. You don't always see it.
I'm sorry. Right, you better turn back time. Time will be reversed. There's no way. There is absolutely no way.
We haven't done anything to you.
Yeah. Imagine, though. And there's the end of the show.
What have you done to me?
Get your damn hands off me. What the hell did you do to me?
Angel,
You weren't here before.
what just happened?
She's just
It wasn't like this.
She's just time jumped him? Oh, we're back. We're back here?
You've been swept up in my wake.
Accomplish what?
You ripped me out of linear progression, stitched it back together out of sequence.
Are you kidding?
What? Groundhog Day?
How do you unweave time in this way?
But she's terrifying, isn't she?
I can't have an X-Factor like you bouncing around unchecked. But this is my kingdom, lady, not yours.
I am Illyria.
Yeah, well, that was that. This is... Now.
Nothing's what it used to be, is it?
Oh, he witnesses them on the floor.
These are the fruits of your attempt to murder me.
I slew the white-haired one first.
Why?
You know nothing of this. You're from an earlier point in the timeline.
We attacked you.
I didn't give you the chance. Trapped in the web of the wolf, the ram, the heart. So much power here. And you quibble at its price.
Oh, the way she moves.
Power is too great. I know this now.
If I am Paradox, then this can all change, can it? You said things have been altered. What you said, what you did.
Change is constant, yet things remain the same.
So what sort of damage are we looking at if Illyria Chernobyls on us?
Conservative guess, several city blocks.
He's going to turn them down. He's going to say, do not do what you're about to do.
No. I just left a meeting with Illyria. She grabbed me and we phased through time. I don't think she actually meant to do it. This isn't good.
That's funny. I didn't even see her leave. Bugger.
But this is going to mess with her now. She's going to be like, wait, that doesn't usually happen, right?
While changing
I cannot have your death blow away my...
your kingdom.
Sure, whatever.
You asked me to allow you to murder me.
It's not murder if you say yes.
This device won't kill you.
What? You said...
I lied.
Huh.
Illyria, this device will draw the energy away from you safely.
Wesley.
You want to take my power, but I am my power, and I would rather be a titanic crater than to be like unto you.
I feel like that's the wrong option. They're gonna shoot her. He did say he was learning her moves.
The future can change here. You can choose a different path.
And be nothing.
And be what you are.
If they take some of the power, can they not just put it back when they see fit? Is it all the power or some of the power? Wesley, you better pull that trigger.
Of your species.
Fair enough.
Wesley's like, fair.
Illyria.
Touch me and die, vermin.
So what's the prognosis?
She won't be stopping time or walking through dimensions. And I suspect her physical strength has decreased somewhat.
Okay, so it's just decreased. She's still strong. Just not explosive strong.
I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this has been. I'm not in love with this thing, Angel.
This thing.
For some reason, I need it right now. Yeah, that's just weird.
Angel, please.
I know.
I don't think it's weird, though. I think I did do it first, but no.
I think you may have been right before about Illyria being a resource. She just might make the team yet.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mother's consent will sanctify this transaction.
That's exactly what we have.
Oh yeah, show it to me.
It's force of nature.
Gun, baby belongs to the Fel.
What? She hasn't signed anything. There's nothing on paper.
What am I witnessing now?
What are you doing?
What we're supposed to. Serve our clients.
Huh? Okay, so I have a theory, and I hope I'm right. What Angel is doing right now is he's doing this because he knows that something has to change with the world right now so that he can fulfill this prophecy and stop the apocalypse. Is he playing the game now, sacrificing the few to save the many? Or, as soon as those doors shut, he just kills them? I mean, I was with Gunn there. The upset on his face was very clear. It's like, please don't make the same mistake that I did. Don't allow Wolfram and Hart to take over our souls, make stupid decisions, and force us to live to regret those decisions. Maybe in the next episode, it's dealt with quick. But one thing I do want to touch upon, talking about them resolving things that happened in the previous episodes, we had just no discussion from Wesley and Angel about all of those memories about Connor. I am still confused whether even Gunn knows about Connor at this point. Yes, Wesley said to Gunn, look, I know it's awkward that I stabbed you last time. Let's just crack on and, pretend that we've discussed it, even though we haven't, because it's truly awkward. And they both agreed. Great, because at least they still touched upon it. Obviously in a weak way, but it's still touched upon. Whereas, for Wesley and Angel, not to even discuss Angel taking away all of Wesley's memories, and also Wesley not discussing Connor at all. I don't know. Am I expecting too much there? Because that last episode, I personally think was huge. Like, a lot of things changed in that episode. A lot of memories, a lot of minds, a lot of opinions, feelings. Like, it was packed with emotion, and then for them to come now into this episode and they don't discuss it, I found that hard. Because they might not have outwardly discussed it, but they did show it. And by that I mean Wesley's mental state, the lack of sleeping, his kooky mad scientist phase as well. So we know that the events of smashing that cube happened, but we're just gonna ignore them. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's like brushing it under the carpet, similarly to the whole Stabby McGee thing. I personally would love for them to talk about it, even if Angel was just reflecting on that emotional scene he had with Connor, that last scene where he's like, my father taught me that. The one where it got Dakara out in full force. I'd just liked a little bit more from that. Having said that, Whedonverse shows they do this, where something massive will happen, and then they'll have an episode where it's as if it didn't, but it still gets brought up eventually. So maybe I just need to be a little bit more patient when it comes to them acknowledging that. This new guy that's replacing Eve, I just don't like the guy. He makes me uncomfortable. He's clearly very arrogant and brutal, so there's going to be some more blunt words shared, no doubt about that. I do want to think that Angel is putting on a show for the time being. That's my hope. I have faith in that. Please and thank you. I don't want to repeat of what I'm watching in Grimm right now with a certain character in that show. But again, we'll see. I mean, he's not Angelus, so we got to count our blessings. He's still Angel at this point. Obviously, I'm glad that Gunn is back with the team. I'm so intrigued by Wesley and Illyria's relationship, because you can see how conflicted he is. In my opinion, he's telling himself that's weird because Angel said it's weird. So he's like, yeah, I know, but do you though? Do you actually agree with that? I can't blame him for wanting to hang on to the last thing that somehow resembles the love of his life. I'm not saying it's right and it's the right thing to do, but I can't blame him for it. I don't even know if I'm making sense, because what I was going to say before is, you know, he chopped Lila's head off? Well, he cut her neck, didn't he? But he didn't love her the way that he loves Fred. It was on a whole different level. Plus, it's just a different situation anyway, because we knew what we were getting from her, whereas with Illyria, we don't. She is a wild one. I love the idea of the time jumping. Like, that was amazing. Obviously, we're not going to see much of that now because her power is contained in this weapon that Wesley made suddenly, very quickly. But I'm wondering if it just keeps building. So, like, they'll have to keep using this device to sort of suction some of the power as it rebuilds. I think that would make for a more interesting story, personally. But now I think the fun can really begin, because Illyria's not this scary god. Obviously she is, but not on the level that we've seen. So now we get to see a little bit of humanity in there, I think. A little bit more of the god trying to fit in and trying to come to terms with what humanity is like. Because obviously, from what she's used to, it's just, they're bugs, they're nothing. Whereas now it could be, I'm seeing things from a different perspective now. I'm not this almighty powerful being. I'm not drunk on that power. I've been humbled. Maybe we'll see some humble Leary. I loved Long calling her Leary as well. I think I'm gonna start using that as her nickname, just because I feel like I'm always gonna get Illyria wrong. I want to say Ilaria, and it's just not. So Leary sounds good. Also, Lorna's jokes in this episode. Definitely good, interesting, loved it, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction as well. If you did, give the video a like, guys, because it helps me know that you are enjoying the content, and maybe subscribe if you could be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. I would just love to have you. If you know anyone else that loves the shows that I've covered as well, please feel free to share. I want to give a massive shout out to all of my members, and a special one to those in the Mark of Jane tier, really supporting the content. It means a lot, guys, and I hope that you're enjoying it. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, hope that you are, and enjoy what's to come as well. Fingers crossed. I will leave it there though. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you for the next one. Goodbye for now. And before I completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the deck pack. And today I've chosen Christopher, and Christopher says, this episode says many things about real life that are very hard to think about. This is from my 517 reaction. And they continue to say, right now there is war, death, kidnappings, corruption, sexual abuse, starvation, and just complete misery in this world. But we, as individuals, are so distracted by work and survival that we ignore this fact and continue on with our routines and work, and nothing changes, and the people responsible for causing all these things made it that way. Like they said, hell has always been on Earth. And to this I say, it just shows the depths that the creators have gone to when it comes to this show, and it's really quite philosophical in a lot of ways. You could really deep dive into this, and Chris is completely right. You see all of this chaos in the world daily. I mean, even when we were going through lockdown and all of that mess, that it was a really dark time, and we're still picking up the pieces from that now. But during it, you do just kind of continue. Life just keeps on going, and you're affected by all of this stuff, but you go to sleep, you wake up, you rinse, you repeat. Things just continue. And similarly to what's going on in the angel universe right now, is people are killing people, we've got demons attacking innocents, we've got a big evil corporation that is manipulating situations and getting in the heads of our so-called heroes of this world as well. And what do? They just take it day by day. They work, they continue to save, even though it's messed up with all this corruption. You know, you just keep plodding on. And that side of things is just so relatable. Obviously not the demons and stuff, but if you replace demons with, you know, killers or viruses or anything else, then we are in the same boat. And sometimes it is hell on Earth. And especially right now with, I mean, trying not to go too deep, but with all of the mental health struggles that people face right now, yeah, it's crazy to think that the amount of terrible things that are going on in the world, yet the world just keeps moving and a minimal change happens. I think that's the main thing, though. It feels as though no change is happening whatsoever, but things do change. It's just like the longest process, and it's where we focus that energy as well. Yeah, I could go on a tangent for sure with all of this, but I won't bore all of you guys. But thank you, Christopher, for leaving your thoughts there. And yeah, they definitely resonate for sure. It's a brilliant show. It genuinely is. This whole universe is. And yeah, can't thank you enough for watching. And don't forget, guys, if you would like to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, then don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.